Welcome back, everyone, to the 6th day of fmell's monthly melee. This is the week-long tournament, playing Valorant. You know how it is. We have one more day, and that's the grand finals. Well, we have one more day before the grand finals, actually. That's today. The second semifinals matchup between Squirtle Squad, right after their dominant win over Benchwarmers, and the Teddingtons, who had a very grueling match between themselves and Meat Gang. Ryan and Sly, how you feeling, guys?
Oh boy.
Another loaded question.
Started.
How am I feeling? Oof. Well, about the match, I'm feeling good. In my day-to-day, that might be a different answer. But let's worry about the match today. I mean, as you said, Teddington and Squirtle Squad, they're both low, I guess, placed in this tournament. 7 and 6 going against each other in the semifinals here. I mean, 8 and 4 won each other in the other semifinals. Server Core coming out on top of that. So the winner of this game is going to be facing Server Core tomorrow at 8 Eastern. Sly, who do you think is better equipped to face a team as dominant as Server Core?
Oh well, that's a good question. I mean, considering Teddingtons have played so consistent, being able to bring back their game from 2 days ago, and me personally, I didn't get to see the Squirtle Squad game, but from what I heard and from what I saw on that scoreboard, they slammed in their previous game. So both teams have that potential to just actually compete against the Server Core. But it's all up to chance here. As we saw, anything can happen because Teddingtons pulled out from absolutely nothing. So I'm excited.
We take a look at the bracket here. Just a quick week-long recap. Team Hee Hee Ha loses to Peaky Blinders in round 1. Server Core over Funny Fingers, a quick 2-0 there. Got Squirtle Squad, one of our teams today, beating Benchwarmers. And then that 3-map grueler between Teddingtons and Meat Gang, ending in a 2-1. And then, again, Server Core takes out Peaky Blinders there in that upper half of our bracket. And waiting in the grand finals is that cool old dog with a shade. And hey, both of these teams also have shades on in their mascot. So, no matter what, we're getting quite a cool grand final, Sly.
I agree. I'm in full agreement here. I mean, both teams here in the semifinals, they are relaxing. They are chilling. We do have the water type Pokemon, the essential starter from Gen 1. We got Squirtle, but we have just the most chilling of Chads. We've got the Teddingtons over there as well. So both teams look the part to go up against the dogs over there and the underdogs of the tournament, Server Core. So I think we gotta leave it up to the players to speak through actions.
I think one of the biggest factors coming into this game is that Squirtle Squad actually has to use 2 ringers tonight, unfortunately. So they got Brooke and Astria in replace of a few members that couldn't make it, which, I mean, you have to worry about. Like, even if they are maybe players they've played with in the past or they know quite close, it still messes up your dynamic a little bit. You throw in 2 players who maybe don't have as much experience with the other 3 and, don't know the comms as well, don't know the strategies that they have. So it'll be interesting to see if Squirtle Squad can overcome that hurdle. I mean, it's right in front of them. I mean, it's the first hurdle they have to overcome, but it's a big one. It might be the biggest one. So it'll be interesting to see if they can pull that out. I from what I've heard is that they're all still great players. It's just, in a setting like this, it might be a little different than a sort of ranked game kind of thing.
Agreed, but considering we're talking about members over there with the Teddingtons, they don't have any coaches, they don't have any subs to play with. They just have to work with those 5. So they've been building that synergy through the whole tournament. And as we've seen, that synergy definitely pulled them through in their quarterfinals game. We'll need to see how well it'll work against the Squirtle Squad and their backup players.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing to touch on for the Teddingtons is that although their first game was as close as it was, they were able to just keep pushing and pull out on top, which that's a testament in itself. Even if it was a close fought battle, you have that behind you to say, hey, no matter what we're down at, no matter how good we think the other team is, we've done it before. We have that confidence in ourselves to push back and make it a game, no matter what the score is on any map. And speaking of maps, Sly, what's the first map we're going to?
Well, from what I've heard, they have banned Bind and Breeze. Thank the heavens above. But it seems like we're going to be going to Ascent first for our first map. We saw that Teddingtons, they did, in fact, they didn't win their Ascent map, but they pulled through, still brought it 11-13. I don't know if Squirtle Squad did play on Ascent, but we saw Teddingtons, they did put their Ascent to work still. And it seems we're about to get into the picks here, so let's see what happens.
At the very least, we know Teddingtons like to play very defensive-heavy compositions. You know, Rogue pulled out that Killjoy on quite a few maps the other day, so that's something to look forward to. See if they stick with that lineup, stick with anchoring on the sites, playing more of the defensive side. And as we got a few locked in already, some hovers as well, we can go over here and, of course, go over the teams as well. Squirtle Squad, Chief Kef is going to play that Jet. We got Astra for Tibcon. Going to go over to the Chamber. Very high-powered agent there. The Phoenix coming out there from Mutual. And Astria going to play the KO.
Oh, and let's not forget the boys over there at Teddingtons. We do have Big Zo once again on the Phoenix for Ascent. We have Hidden Rogue on the tried and true KJ. We've got Maestro picking up his controller role once again. Brimstone. Yeah. We have Casper on Breach and Chaos on Selva. So we have double initiator for this map. And that info util is going to be so worth it.
Yeah, double initiator versus double duelist. Very interesting matchup here. So, I mean, we're going to expect a more high pace or high I guess high pace is the right word. It's going to be fast on the attacking side of Squirtle Squad to start off. You know, they want to get into the site. They want to cause some mayhem. Get a pick, get two with those duelists. Even trade them out. That's perfectly fine as long as they're going fast onto those sites just to set up a good post plant. Let the KO get some work in on that post plant. Throw some knives. It'll be interesting to see, especially of course Tibcon on the Astra, who was so meta not too long ago and has kind of fallen out a bit.
And as an Astra main myself, it did hurt to see the agent come off that pedestal that she was on. But she was so dominating in her aspect of that controller meta that we had to bring in the other three controllers a bit more to the meta. But they also took down Viper off the pedestal, which we might see that effect come in the next map. Who knows? But Omen and Brim now are so much better than they used to be, and I always wanted to pick up Omen myself. So
not a bad character. Kind of fun.
A beautiful character. Sure, I could tell you. But here we go, using Sova Dart to scan all 5 in B main. It seems like it's just going to be a rush on the site.
Yeah. Few shots there coming down. And what a headshot there from Rogue, taking down
Rogue getting the right
control. Yeah. But going on to the backside already are the side of Squirtle Squad. So they have a little bit of control here, as there's a lot of fire coming in. It looks like it's going to be a post-plant situation, and those shots just missing there, but finally gets a headshot. But 2 down already, so it's a 2v1. It's just a KO at the back of sight. Can the two players from Teddingtons pull this out? They're going to reset a little bit here. Throwing the molly might be able to force that KO into an unfortunate position. They know exactly where they are. Has 1 kill. Can they get the second, though? And they cannot. Big Zo
trading it out.
A good trade there from Big Zo, and going to get the defuse. So already, high action round 1 slide.
Indeed, and I am already pumped. We've seen the Teddingtons win both their pistol and force so many times during their game back on Wednesday. So once again, we need to see if that happens. But we aren't watching the same old story again. We aren't going to be seeing 2 rounds and an immediate snowball. Because these are different players. These are different teams now.
It's going to be completely.
It's going to be. You have a Rogue setting up here. I'm very excited to see this force. I'm very excited for this whole game, this whole match, and to see who's going to take it into grand final.
A lot of noise coming out of A main there. A good stun from the breach of Casper, just to slow him down a little bit. And that spray is going to be easy there from Zo. And Casper
Right
is
in the
one
big
goes
zone.
down already. Yep. I like the aggression, but especially like on a save round like that. And Casper just continuing the spray down through that smoke. 3 down already. And it looks like Teddingtons have won the second in a row here as it's a 1v5.
Launching smoke.
Well, you never know. Chamber is that one agent
true.
that can make anything happen with those 5 shots left. There's 5 heads still in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're okay to throw that round away if you're the side of Squirtle Squad. The next one is going to be the most important because you know how they play now. You know the Killjoy sets up on B. You had that breach and brim over there on A. So you have a lot of you have a lot of information about how this defense plays. So it'll be interesting to see how they adapt to that, how they learn what the other team likes to do. Is Brook is going to grab this orb here? Not a bad play at all. Yeah, knowing that Killjoy is a pretty B-heavy character now, it's gonna be pretty important.
Now
We'll
it
see
is
how they
time
adapt.
for the full buy. This round could be the snowball to let all snowballs continue as we've seen before. Rival rounds have always been a sway in the rounds.
Placing swamp
But
grenade.
on a map, like I said, so defense-sided, so many close angles to hold, so many close angles to clear on offense that you're going to run into those specters, you're going to run into those judges, those stingers, all of that.
It's gonna be a pretty default hit here from Squirtle Squad. As they're looking at B, bomb is over by that B site, but they also do know that Killjoy likes to set up there. Maybe they're gonna work their way towards mid a little bit as Unchol is gonna be looking. Oh wait,
Yeah, it seems
the
like
R
they're
pod.
gonna pause. Well, I mean, hey, that'll give us some time to think. It seems.
I was like, yeah,
pause.
they're really waiting for this default. Like they're just chilling right now. But yeah,
I'm gonna use
so
this quick second then to get some more water.
it looks like that default play on that third round is it's a good idea too, because you never know what that defending side can do in a unpredictable round like that. Like that third round. I mean, you've seen the defense on rounds 1 and 2, but everything can change once rifles are in the hands of the enemy team. With that more firepower coming at you, maybe teams want to play a different way. They want to take a step off of that aggression and maybe let the other team walk into their crosshairs, not the other way around. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go at this. And the default's not the worst way at all. I mean, get information while you can. The Sova Chaos is going to be throwing their dart into that B garage area as you get a lot of information from that dart, but also the other team gets a lot of information. If you do or if you don't have that dart pick something up, or you see the dart gets thrown, then it's a lot of information coming through, and it can tell you what the other team could be thinking as this round is finally going to start. As Big Zo peeking out mid here at those double doors as Chaos taking a lot of damage. It's gonna live through that one. Chaos is gonna see some in B garage there, and again, it's a nice default as that dart does a little bit of damage, not enough there to that attacking Phoenix. But Chaos is so low here in this mid position. Tries to hit the shot there. Jet can't be taken down, and down to 14 HP is Chaos. Really in a corner here. Gonna need some help as Big Zo might be able to help on that crossfire. As Chief Kef, so much space because they know how much damage has been taken by the Sova, that they have so much room to work into this mid area. Chief Kef just commanding with the Vandal right now. Casper sees some action, but it's a headshot from Tipcom. And looks like A side has been opened up here for Squirtle Squad, and they have an opportunity to take their first round of the game. And what a headshot there from Chaos going through main. So it's an even fight coming back in, with shots going from both of these teams right now. It's Big Zo.
Big Zo picks
another
up
one
2.
out.
Broke
Yeah,
getting
but
out of the
another
2 though,
reload.
trading it out once again, leaving it up as a 1v2 for the Teddingtons. We've seen Rogue make some insane hero plays. See him once again. He does have the Vandal in hand though.
Breaking that door down. Know exactly where they are. Oh, a good turn there. Brook taken down. Now it's a 1v1. has to know the KO's on site somewhere here. Gets a little bit flashed up. Has a turret available. Doesn't look like they're going to choose to use it as they see the KO, but it's not enough. A good attempt there by Rogue, and the first round on the board for the side of Squirtle Squad.
That may have been the first round, but you have to think they also took 4 weapons off of the side of Squirtle Squad, meaning that they're going to be on this lighter buy. They're going to have these light shields, these lack of weapons. But you are going to see the Squirtle Boys come out of Brook on our full buy for Teddingtons. They don't have the chamber. They only have the KJ util if they want to hold that sort of mid area and not have anybody play in there. But having to have that body in mid of some sort would check and make sure nobody wakes up is going to be rough.
That's a
the side holds.
Underrated part of Chambers' kit there is that using that ultimate allows you to buy for one of your other teammates and still have a full buy available as the drone comes out there. Chief Kef definitely doing a lot of work up in that mid position as Big Zo in a fight there with the Phoenix counterpart on Cat. They're going to get smoked out enough as Cat sees the head and hits it there. Chief Kef taken down, and that's an entry already out of the fight. That's going to be big here for this defending squad. You know, there's not a lot of aggression coming through.
Yeah, as we sort of play slower here, knowing that their first pick has already been taken down. Still having to trip up on a main in order to prevent any A main.
Obscuring vision.
Don't worry about this mid, as they are sort of all grouped up towards this mid B side. As Casper picks up another against the KO, but picking up 2 in the trades, and Maestro picking it up, trading off of that Phoenix. In a 3v2 now for Teddingtons, as all they have to worry about is the retake.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, Brook's going to try to force themselves onto point here, going for the plant. I don't think they know that the KO's still on point, and they don't. Now it's a 1v2, but Spike's still not down, and they know exactly where Tibcon is here on the Astra. He has a little bit of a utility left, but is it going to be enough? Big Zo is going to find that headshot.
So takes the swing while ulted and gets the shot on Tibcon, making it 3-1 on their full buy.
Yeah, I think that shows you the power of the bonus round there, especially in that round 3 when we got a few kills coming over on the defense. You know, they didn't have full armor. They didn't have a full buy coming through, which allows Teddingtons to halt that snowball. And it all came from just a few kills here and there from the side of Teddingtons. As, I mean, now it's looking good here for a few more rounds in a row on this defense.
Agreed. As they try to go for the force, try to take back the momentum from that lost round, or from losing all those weapons in round 3.
Get out of my way!
To get those guns taken away as well in round 4. And here in round 5, we're going to be popping the blades. We're going to be seeing probably some action come out of a fast rush once they get their footing down.
Gun here.
Seeing as Phoenix is sort of taking that noise over to B, trying to draw them over, but that isn't going to stop Teddingtons, as they're still posted at 3 towards this A site. Having the blaze storm out means you can take this first contact and potentially get a pick there. Having the double molly, but Casper does get the headshot.
Yeah, this defense, it's going to be hard to get through. Cass finds a headshot there into mid, and just so many guns holding every angle perfectly here for Teddingtons that Squirtle Squad doesn't really have an answer. I mean, of course, this is a light buy, but you're a little disappointed. You don't even get a kill out of the blades, and now you're just stuck in this A main area with no answer, and of course, no spike down. 33 seconds remain, as
30 seconds
maybe
left.
just a little bit of patience coming out here from the attacker slab.
Oh yeah, 100%. As we can see, Squirtle Squad already down on health, down on weapons. They might not want to finish pushing this, but Big Zo is posted up here on that cat. Probably pick up at least 4, maybe 2. There we go. Big Zo, perfect position. He gets both, and Maestro picks up the last. He finished around 4-1.
Yeah, and another important thing, I mean, you have these guns and you want to keep them flawless there on round 5. Lets them keep their economy together. Lets them keep buying for 2-3 more rounds. So no matter what, they have an answer to whatever the side of Squirtle Squad throws at them. And now 4-1 here on the defense of Ascent. That's a big ground step to be on. It's a big pedestal, as it looks like the operator coming out from Brook. She's gonna try to half glass cannon. It has the light armor there. It's gonna be interesting to see if those shots hit.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Just see here we have another dart. NB main is going to be able to scan too. Don't know that the Phoenix buddy is there. However, Phoenix is just sort of aggro taking the site, full blinded by himself, but they don't know that Rogue is on top of the boxes.
Ooh. What a play.
Huge
Can't
for the
get started.
site.
Lot of spam coming through. Big Zo already has one there. And look at all that support, too. The turret's still up. Oh, and of course,
And there
Rogue
we go.
still
Rogue
on the
with
site.
with that hidden spot, picking up the kill on the KO. Right down on site.
One enemy remaining.
There we
Brooke
go.
gets
1v4 left for Squirtle Squad. He does have that op in hand. Might opt to just
Teleport's ready.
save the weapon, not really push out, wait for the exit frags. But in a situation like this, it's rough on your team. As you know, you're the last one with this weapon in hand. You don't want to lose such a weapon, but you also don't want to keep losing these rounds and having less and less eco come out on the side of Squirtle Squad. He is going to opt to just teleport all the way back to aim, all the way back to that sort of T-spawn, and just wait.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. Although the hero play would be cool, Brooke knows that she's just in an unwinnable situation, and it's better for the team if she just
Teleport's
keeps
ready.
the operator. As a fifth round going over here to Teddingtons, it's a big advantage. And I mean, obviously, you win more rounds, it's easier to win the game.
10
But
seconds left.
their economy's good. They're not losing a lot of players, and their defense is holding too. It seems like Squirtle Squad really don't have an answer for their setups at all of these sites. And that's exactly how you want to be playing. You want to keep the other team on your toes. Like, at this point in the game, you should feel like you're being figured out a little bit, but it's not a big problem. Teddingtons can keep doing the same thing. Rogue can keep hiding on that box if they want to. And, you know, you can have the same setup. Cat
I need a draw.
on A. You know, the Sova can keep playing this mid position because it's working. And until that gets figured out on the side of Squirtle Squad, you're going to keep doing it. Squirtle Squad maybe going to switch it up here. Not even try the Killjoy. Going to go over to that A positioning side.
Oh yeah, 100%. And as we can see, all of these high numbers in those creds, those high numbers for this is disheartening for Squirtle Squad, knowing that they've lost two of their full buys. It is rough on the side of Squirtle Squad as they only have the one op in play. But Brooke might have to make some miracles happen this round.
Yeah, maybe getting 1 or 2 picks could help out a little bit here. But again, it feels like just an unwinnable round as this A push just goes nowhere. It's so much stall comes out here from Maestro on the Brimstone and has ultimate online too. So sees one and could pop it as Chief Kef gonna kind of aggro up mid here. Maybe sees that Phoenix, sure does, and Big Zo has to back off. Even though they have that armor, it's still not enough. As Brooke gets one, and that's exactly what they need to open this up. Maybe could even grab the gun there in that top of mid position, but she's holding this cap position so strong right now.
Well, yeah,
Has a lot of room to work with.
They do have Big Zo behind that smoke. If they opt to push through, using that weapon to take that close space, they have that one pick down in mid. But you see, as we said, Maestro and Big Zo posted up to hold that cap. Maestro getting
30
two all the
seconds
way
left.
from the side of A. They still don't know that Big Zo is near, as Big Zo picks up another one being shit off by Astrea.
Yeah, and now it's going to come up to what kind of guns can this attacking side Squirtle Squad get out of this. And it looks like they're going to try to commit to this site in a very tough position as another stun. Astrea can't even
10
aim down
seconds
sites
left.
anymore.
Last
The Astra of Tipcon on the
Spike
site,
down
but it looks
A.
like it's all over as Maestro gets one there. A Vandal save maybe coming through here from Astrea just to hold a little bit longer. Actually going to go over to the operator, but did they know that
they might run into Rogue?
Rogue going to go for the
Rogue just takes a swing
flank?
at
Oh my gosh.
Showing that op.
That's gotta hurt. That's such an unfortunate play there from the KO. And you lose the op. You have some money, but it would have been nice to have the operator online. You know, Brooke wouldn't have to buy a Vandal and go down to 500 credits, that type of thing. And it serves you better in the future as well. This game comes down to economy so much, and it's so tough to see a save like that go wrong as Squirtle Squad are looking for answers.
Starting this next round, 6-1 for Teddingtons. Looking really good so far for E3, as the Silva ult does tag one. Doesn't take another one, but they are going to just sort of entry out. The Eagle is down. It is going to get sprayed down by 3 players to straight kill. And Big Zo getting the trade off on Brooke, who's trying to take up that CT space.
Yeah, great pick off there by Zoe, but also great play by the KO as well. And now, the Rolling Thunder coming through. It's going to be a quick
But you have to think, there is the Astra on the flank. They are going to have to flush all this util, and they might have to stick the bomb soon.
Maestro's going to get 2 there. Isn't going to be enough. Casper trying to just make some space for that Phoenix to maybe start the defuse, but they're so unsure of where the enemy team is. It's going to be the crossfire here. And the pull-off as well. So great. There is 4 kills coming from Yunchol.
4 coming out from Yuto.
Careful now.
Yeah, Asher
What a
being able
way
to
to
pull
take back
off
a
the
round.
bomb there. Yeah. Great plays there. And did exactly what they needed to do. The KO all comes out, Estrella gets onto site, and totally nullifies the Killjoy. Rogue just caught with their pants down in the middle of sight. They basically have to give up their life there. And great initiation there by the attacking side. Squirtle Squad back in it for sure.
Beautiful use of that Yuto from Astra in order to pull them off the bomb, get them into that perfect position for Yunchol to just peek and take those fights.
You want to
As
play?
Yunchol
Let's
picks
play.
up 4 in that round, it's looking really strong, matching up those kills with Brook, as they sort of need to see those plays now in order to tie up this half 6-6. But how strong T3 has been looking. Who knows what can happen?
Yeah, it is going to be the tour de force coming out. So, again, a gun can go over there from Brook, save a little bit of money.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Ooh, looks like Yunchol's going to go out there, trying to find a pick and finds one there. Tries to find the pitch enter.
Yunchol will find one. Big Zo does trade off for the one that is lost on Libcon or on Taycon, but Brook does pick up another with that tour de force. Now in a 4v2 situation with the Astra Wall up, they still can set the wait for this plan.
Yeah, good ultimate combination coming out there, Phoenix and Killjoy, but everyone can just run away. They have so much space to work with, and everyone's still looking for answers here on the side of T3. I mean, they're on the site now, but with 4 in this
Player standing.
choke here, it's going to be impossible to get onto the bomb, and just as that, 5 kills to 1 on that round. And again, 6-3, you have economy on your side, Sly. It's looking good again here from Squirtle Squad. They've really flipped the script.
Oh yeah, and I mean, hey, those 2 rounds in a row, that's kind of what their eco wants out of them, as this will be probably the last full buy coming out of T3, and this could determine whether or not they're on that sort of high track to get a few more rounds for this half in order to make it another 9-3, 8-4 half for T3, or could Squirtle Squad just tie it up and make it a much more difficult game?
And no ultimates online for either team here, so it's going to be all gunfire and ability usage as Chaos gets a kill there and does a lot of damage to Yunchol as well, just holding this position. A great crossfire, especially with the turret as well. Yunchol's going to heal up a little bit, and a shock dart comes out. Very bold there from Chaos to peek through the smoke like that, but doesn't really care. As it just meant there's so much resistance here at this site as Yunchol has to run out of there. Cannot though, so
by the Zoe and the Yuto.
yeah, Casper there.
Ooh,
So
assist
great
coming
work. And another kill from
Spike
Casper
down,
Sly.
B.
Looking beautiful so far for T3, as it is left in the with Brewer coming out of mid now, making it a 2v3 for
Last player standing.
as we have Big Zo just sort of pushing out of that smoke on the CT side on B. Brook, they know Brook is posted up inside of that mid position after getting that PCP. Now leaving it into just the singular dry peaks in mid in a 2v1 situation left. They have the bomb down in B main.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, and so much noise going over there. They know exactly where Brook is coming from. Those footsteps. Big Zo sitting right here in garage. Easy headshot there. And a perfect round there for T3 here. The Teddingtons answer perfectly. I mean, backs up against the wall and they get the round win. I mean, Big Zo and Maestro, again, 2 of our potential MVPs. Big Zo winning the MVP from Wednesday. Pulling it out again, you know, doing the work that they need to do here in the match. And I mean, again, you need players like that. You need players that show up every map, every night.
Now it seems like we are going to be on another full buy before this last round here. On this sort of 7-3 half right now,
Standing ahead.
you're looking good if you're T3. Teddingtons
There they
are
are.
just enjoying themselves there. They're feeling that sort of gap in the rounds as Rogue's turret does finish off one of their bigger players. Now leaving it down to just Brook on the B main, but the swing for Chaos as Brook is trying to break that turret, leaving it into a 2v5 now for Squirtle Squad as Big Zo picks up another on Cat. This is looking demonic from T3.
Yeah, and I mean, that B setup is so just perfect. I mean, it's textbook. You have basically a triple crossfire coming through. You have to look at the turret, which allows Chaos to peek in there and get a kill for themselves. Get 2. Great stuff there. As, again, pinched in this A main area are the last 2 members of Squirtle Squad. Being continuously smoked out. Nothing happening. Maybe some Yuso could come down here, and the flash goes out. Gonna get 1 on the flash and 1 on the kill. But Tibcon, just so much pressure from all these angles. Gets 1. Might actually still have it in them.
30 seconds left.
Onto the site they go by generator. Gets a 3rd, or 2nd, I should say. Misses that jump shot though. Cass finishes them off.
8-3 right now for T3.
Last round in the half.
So clean with it. As we've seen T3 play their offense beautifully, but we haven't been able to see their defense shine just yet. Now we're seeing just how strong they are overall against another team that, who knows, could have just a grueling defense. With that sort of defensive comp coming out from the KO Astro Chamber,
Track them down.
E3's done it all. They've dealt with all types of aim, all types of defense. They're ready to make this work.
Yeah, a lot of information there from the Sova Dart. Chief Kef gonna pull out those knives yet again here. Maybe a little better luck coming through this time as smoke's going out as well. It looks like it's gonna be up. Another hit here as Chaos goes down. That's an early pick. Yeah, absolutely crucial there. Is that Chaos? So important. They knew exactly where Rogue was playing as well. Does get 1 and a good trade there. This is going to be enough. Maestro getting 1 as well. They don't know where this retake is coming from. And with 2 on, Tibcon gets 1. It's going to be a 1v2 in this last round. Is it going to be enough? Zo takes care of 1. Has the ultimate online as well. Could pop it at any second. And this is the last round. You got to imagine that they're going to. Gonna run it back here. Finds him in the corner. A perfect flash in Big Zo.
There we go. Beautiful stuff from Big Zo. Won't have enough time to finish the defuse here, but we'll be able to get half and then run back, touch the ball, and finish this half 9-3.
Now, Sly, I'm not going to say anything about the score, but I've heard rumors of a certain curse with a score along these lines. Do you think that we could see Squirtle Squad pull out a comeback here?
Now, I've always been sort of a non-believer in the 9-3 curse, in the 8-4 curse myself. However, there are people that are diehard, live and die by such a curse. Some people throw their games to not get such a 9-3 and not get such an 8-4. However, we're in the pro scene here. We're in this sort of competitive lifestyle. We don't care about curses around here, as we've broken all types of curses before. 9-3s and 8-4s mean nothing to no one. As a 9-3, we've seen 2 10s come back from the depths. We've seen 2 12s come back. 9-3s are just some of that extra security, meaning we win these next couple rounds, we win this game. That's it. I have no problem with the 9-3s nowadays.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how this defense comes out. I wonder if they know Brook is already in that wine area. Doesn't seem like it. They seem completely unfazed as Brook is finally going to swing out here. Sees the killjoy, gets a headshot as well. Now perfect pick to start. Doesn't matter. Brook gets another. So much pressure being thrown in as Brook does get taken out by the Molly. So now it's still a 3-2 battle. Now just 3-1. Big Zo's going to be hiding underneath here. Gets 1. Get the 2nd. Playing around generator is that KO of Estrella. As the reload comes through. A nice flash there as well. It's not over just yet.
We get this 1v1. Doesn't know that the Astra is on top of him. We get the first contact though. Will he get first contact? Yes, he will. He will see the gun's barrel.
So important. And Big Zo gets the ace.
And there we go. 10-3. Big Zo ace looking beautiful.
My goodness.
If we were a sponsor, there would be a sponsor right here. But no, oh my God, Big Zo is pulling it out once again, really proving why Big Zo was the MVP last time.
Just absolutely clutch there. Plays the round perfectly, gets the information, perfect utility usage. And now 10-3. And what a turn of events. You know, you take that round, you see Squirtle's got to win it maybe, then it's 9-4, and then you kind of give up that next round because you don't have the bye. 9-5. It's a whole different game, but Yunchul does not care. A headshot quick there with the Sheriff.
Already using their util to stall out here on that B main. Knowing that there's multiple there, it is going to be harder for T3 to get through as Chief Kev gets another one on that tiles, making it a 3v5. But these numbers aren't foreign to T3 or to Squirtle Squad. T3 has been down before. They've been down 1v5 and have pulled it out from nowhere with the Beauty Maestro in their Haven map. But Ascent is a whole different beast. They know the finger is close.
Down.
Yes, they will, and they will clear it out.
Yeah, good spray there.
Yikes.
Gets the headshot. So, oh, another perfect kill there from Chief Kev. I mean, just when you think they might be able to pull it back, a headshot from the Sheriff.
One enemy remaining.
And those hopes as Yuchul gets one as well. Can they get the last? No, it's going to be Casper finding that one. Now in a 1v3, going to need another huge clutch here. Casper, again, might be able to do it. We know where he is, and he's not quite certain.
Is on flank.
Yeah, exactly.
He might just opt to just take the site and get his
30
plant
seconds
down.
left.
That would be good for the economy, but you hate to see it. After one round like that, you're going to lose at least 4 members. And if Casper can't get this clutch, you lose the round. The knife is going to be huge there. They don't know exactly where they're coming from as Casper. Just so much utility being used on this breach. Just staying alive. Can't
There we go.
find the win, though. Lightning doesn't strike twice. You know, Sly? I mean,
Hey, you never know.
Big Zo can do it.
Today, I'm
It's not Casper's time. Maybe next round, but 10-4 now. And maybe a little bit of sigh of relief there coming from the defense of Squirtle Squad. You get to 11 there, and you maybe start sweating a little more than they are now.
And that will immediately backpedal and put T3 on this sort of pistol buy, as we saw Chief Kev just put out some huge numbers on that Sheriff headshot there. But we've seen Big Zo do crazy things with his weapons. So this pistol round, that Sheriff is about as good as a Guardian to them. Who knows?
Looks like Brooke is going to go for that wine play yet again. Has the opportunity to. Don't hit it. As long as they're still in range of that teleport, it's not a bad play at all. As the push starts to come out here, Brooke has to stay vigilant. Sees one. Not in range, though. Has to walk into the line of fire. So dangerous. As now the hit's coming in. So much utility.
Oh no, util out. Estrella getting
Yeah,
one. Big Zo trading off on that Brook there. There we go, another
Spike
1-for-1
down A.
trade. Estrella does pick up 2, allowing them time to rotate back over for Squirtle Squad. Trying to find their plant spot, opting to plant right under Heaven.
Careful now.
Perfect spot for their team to sort of play off-site, play off rogues. Peaks. Give Row time
That's
to
done.
shine in that main. But
One
Angel coming out
enemy
with the
remaining.
Vandal of Tree. Tipcon coming out with the Phantom. Now, it's going to be a rough situation for Classic to come out from, and Tipcon does pick it up, finishing the round 10-5.
Yeah, another great answer there, 10-5. And it hurts the economy a lot of those defenders. It doesn't look like it'll be too heavy of a buy. Or, actually, it'll be a full buy. What do I know? Anyway. I mean, great play there. I'm not sure how Yunchul got away with throwing that flash around the corner, flashing themselves, and still no one knew that they were there coming out of that door out of tree room. But great stuff there from the Phoenix to open up that retake. There's now another B hit. Looks like it's going to come through.
And now here we go. Yep, stacked over towards this B and mid side. Both teams on full buys, meaning every headshot counts, every spray down means the world to both teams. Want to have that numbers advantage on more offense, because a rifle is a rifle. One rifle could kill a whole team.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how powerful these guns are in this game. at any moment you could completely switch the way they work. I mean, the way the whole round goes, and you see there a headshot. Chief Calf
does pick up one.
The maestro. See what anything can happen. Chief Calf just has so much space to work here around this pizzeria area.
Deploying
So much time already taken off the clock too, Sly. I mean, you have to wonder when this push is going to come out, and they know that two are in mid here. That's not an option then for this offense.
And then that is perfectly fine. As we see here, Brooke is
30
posted up on that
seconds
close angle. They don't know that the teleporter is there. We're going to just TP back in that line.
taken out. Our spike.
There we go. Cam's getting one on lane, but
down,
she's
B.
trading out and getting 1-for-1s all over the place here.
And that
Now on this
3v2 is
3v2.
Last player standing.
Oh, Mouse gets the double
10
kill there
seconds
on
left.
Chief Kev. Rogue has to make something happen here in these next few seconds.
yeah, no bomb down is going to be huge.
got this
It seems like it's just going to be the hide coming out for the defense. And now 6 rounds come through. That's 3 in a row already on this defensive side. Just to bring them right back into it. And I mean, we've seen this before where it's such a good first half by one team, and then right away that script gets flipped, and it's a totally different ball game. Definitely defensive heavy tournament that we've seen so far, Sly.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
100%.
good
So far,
point.
getting plenty of rounds on the defense. I mean, a 9-3 half. We've all talked about the curse, but even still, they picked up another round immediately. So being 10-6, you still have those 4 rounds to work with. That could happen. As you can see, getting the flash on Yunjul.
Not the best case there.
They're just going to run it down, take up that lane.
I know where they are too. Another kill
Because he
coming out,
didn't turn
Maestro. Yep.
And
And a
Rogue
Rogue
finding the
wins
kill.
it. Wow. Winning the sniper battle against a
Spike
tour de force with a
planted.
Marshall is quite impressive there for Rogue. As now it's a 3v2 returning onto this site. A lot of ultimates available. We're not really sure if you want to use them. Astrea going to be used. That overload there. No abilities online, and a headshot there. Great shot by the KO. And the crossfires there as well. Perfect plays coming through. Just
Oh, wow.
not you have to have a good defense, but then you also have to have a perfect retake to win rounds like that. And hey, Squirtle Squad have been doing it.
I mean, we saw it right there. It looked beautiful for Squirtle Squad. As I thought it was over, seeing the Gen on 2 HP, seeing KO pick up so many body shots on himself. But that didn't matter. As both players just took in, they played trades, they played crosses, and finished off what looked like a beautiful hold from T3.
Yep.
And here we go, 10-7 into this next half, or into this next round. It's going to be a full buy from both teams, and a genuine full buy from both at that. So that's what happens.
Yeah, a huge push coming in here already. A bunch of utility coming out, but that knife is going to show 4 agents. That's going to be all the information they need, and that push has been immediately stalled out. At least for the time being.
Able to get any info off of that Felix ult.
Yeah, couldn't see a single thing.
Teleport's
I guess
ready.
seeing no one is also info, but it's going to be the rotate coming out there. And I think the side of Squirtle Squad know it too, as they seem to be rotating over to this B
Here.
side. They have a crossfire ready. Kef has...
the operators one
that
on
oper-
using that wall to sort of cross over.
Here.
Mhm.
And here
They
there.
knew, they knew exactly where that operator would be holding. And onto site they go. Is the firepower there on the defense? It doesn't look like it. Yunchul is going to be backed off. And that Killjoy ult is gonna help a lot to at least get this bomb down. And now a
Spike
5v5 retake opportunity here, Sly. And it's still a ton of ultimates online for both these teams.
Area's clear. Targets destroyed.
It looks like we're about to have this util come out right now. As they opt to start the retake early, cutting off that Bowhouse play. Rogue trying to
taken
get
down.
one on that beat.
Hipcon.
Hipcon getting 3.
One enemy.
Oh my, and a
Great
beautiful
stuff.
round from Tipcon and Yunjul.
A great ultimate to force them out of that boathouse at the back. And then Astrea using the knife as well. Just, again, it's so important to get those suppressions on the enemy team. They can't use their utility in that post-plant situation. And so now you have just 4 ducks sitting on the point. it doesn't go well. It doesn't go over well at all. Great retake yet again, and now we're within 2 rounds of each other here on Ascent.
Yes, sir. And I mean, seeing it every day of the week. Some teams can make these comebacks happen just like that. Some teams, they need multiple games. They need to get a couple maps under their belt before they can finish off these matches. Like even here, T3, they're still 10 on defense. They still have 2 rounds to work with, even on these lighter pies. As they peek the op, Brook does pick up one, but takes some sludge shot, and Chief kept holding this double op in mid. It's looking gross.
Yeah, and definitely didn't expect that, sending the 2 down mid. But now, even next round, you're gonna maybe a little cheeky there from Estrella. You're gonna know that that double op is sitting there in mid. You're not gonna want to go down that area as a 3v3 comes out there. Chaos getting that kill. Ted might have it.
End up peeking Brook on that heaven.
Teleport's ready.
I wonder if it's gonna be enough now in a 3v2. I don't know if they know Maestro is under hell like this.
Last
Go for that peek.
standing.
Maestro can't find the headshot, and it's gonna be the defuse, the Hunter's Fury. It's gonna buy a little bit of time, but is it gonna buy enough? They know exactly where he is now. They have to get the kill, and they do. Tibcon ends that round there. And 10-9, we're within 1 round of each other, Sly.
You still got a few ults up for this next round, as even on a light buy, you can still win with Breach Hall and Brimstone. But we are going to take this time out here from Big Zo. Use this time to sort of clear their heads, figure out what's going on, talk it out, and fix the attack strategy.
You really have to think this over now. You saw that double op came out. I think you really have to rethink how you attack these sites. I mean, there's no way you can get through mid, and just mid is so important here on Ascent that you have to figure something out. This timeout's going to let them take a breather, maybe look over their game book, look over their plays, see if they have anything to deal with this. Do you want to use 2 Astra smokes in mid like that? How much utility do you want to use to take out these operators, or at least just push them back? You know, there's a good chance that with the mobility of Chamber and Jet, you're not even going to be able to get the kills if you use all that utility. And at best, you're buying space up mid that might not even be good enough. You have to just think of everything right now if you're this attacking side of Teddingtons.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, we saw T3's defense was spectacular.
Yeah, absolutely spectacular. I mean, you just have so much space to work with these operators as well. It's going to be tough to even, find a way to get around. And you got Light Buy coming out too. You're basically giving up this round. You know you're going to be tied going into these final few rounds. And Chief Calf, already a kill there. Rogue taken out. That Killjoy not finding any value. Yeah, it's just clinical. And another one. I mean, you have to find the trades at least. I mean, you get the spike down. It just doesn't feel enough like it's going to be enough, even as Chaos gets one.
3v4. Picking up one off of their Angel. These pistols are going to be crazy. No reaction time there from Brook. Is going to miss the crossover on tiles.
Teleport's ready.
And they have to know that this rotate is coming through. And the operator is holding down mid as well. I don't really think there's an opportunity here as Brook gets set up on that heaven side as well. And the smoke's coming down. I mean, everywhere they go, there's just something in the way of these attackers. Squirtle Squad have been playing this perfectly since round 1 of this defense. Cass is going to throw that dart out. Doesn't even catch anyone. And now 2 ops on that heaven side. Cass finds one again. But still 3 to go up against. And it seems like we're going to have
seconds left.
a tie going into this 21st round.
Is just barely going to get picked off by Tifcon there. Almost had a good timing on both Tree and Heaven player. Still with this double up in play, and it's looking really scary for T3 as they weren't really dealing too much with ops, much as they are now in their game back in the quarterfinals. They won because Meat Gang played a lot of aggressive strategies on defense. They took a lot of space. They tried to contest a lot of things. But T3, they aren't used to players just sort of sitting back, holding those ops, holding those big old cannons over their shoulders
Mhm.
and just put them down at first sight.
Yeah, and remember, this is the semifinals. Losing 7 rounds in a row like this to Teddingtons, you almost have to find that unexcusable in such a high octane match. You know, it's win or go home. You don't have room
Blocking vision.
to play safe, to hope for a better second map, to a loser's bracket run. That's not how we do things here at the Female Monthly Melee. It's so different.
Here.
Teddingtons need to find an answer and find one quick, because maybe the answer is going to be on this A site with a few ultimates online.
Blinding.
And I mean, we've seen this double up at mid, and there it is again.
Spike
Once again,
down,
picking off
mid.
Casper.
Here.
Teddington is going to pick up another one on the B main. Get into another 3v5 for T3. This double up is terrifying, but Big Zo is able to get on site with team. They don't have the bomb line.
No, they don't. It's
Bomb
in double
is
doors
on
there.
Tiles.
You're going to have to find something crazy, and that's not going to help as Rogue taken down.
30
So I was going to
seconds
find
left.
the trade there. And if anyone can do it, it's Big Zo as they bring it to a 2v2. But with 30 seconds, they have to get moving. Zo's going to work their way through tree as well. Over to this cap position. But is there a crossfire waiting for them? They're both coming out on this cap.
Enemy
The
remaining.
operator's there, and the kill. And a perfect flash as well. Yunchel getting that 5th. And the lead has gone over to Squirtle Squad Sly. What a turn of events.
I mean, the 9-3 curse, it has existed, but I still don't see it as much of a
Need a
problem.
drop.
Just because you're up in numbers doesn't mean you're up in winning the game.
Yep.
Need a
As
drop.
we've seen them make
Mid
tragic
back,
comebacks, but we've
thanks.
also seen them lose some. Like they've lost their times when they've been up. They've won their
Yep.
times when they've been down, and right now is just another example of that. It's just that double op is so hard to deal with.
Got concealment.
They have to use that useful flush and have to be able to take that space and sort of keep what's necessary. As we see 3 ults come online for T3, as they just sort of just run out and take this space, using everything they can to stop their pushes.
Spike planted.
And now you got 4 sitting on this site. And you gotta, maybe that's not the best idea. You have so much just room to work with here for this attacker side, this retake, that you don't really have to worry about it, as they know right around the corner. But Big Zo is hiding still in the main. A great flash coming out and another wall. Big Zo might be the one to bring this one back. And if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be him. Gets another kill there. Kef goes
enemy
down.
remaining.
They know where he is, but it's not enough. A triple kill comes in for Big Zo, and Brook is on the run here in this round. And another tie coming through. Look at the leaderboard. Big Zo, 31 kills right now.
Big Zo is
Insane
looking scary.
performance. I mean, the Phoenix, it's meant to frag. It's a duelist. And Big Zo is filling the role. Good stuff so far. This is going to get good. Oh, 2 kills coming out. That's not good.
I mean, even on that lower eco, using all of your ults to get that round isn't the best. It's not going to be exactly what you want, but they still have 1 ult point left for Chaos and Rogue to get their ults on the point. Being able to shut down that space with the KJ ult and being able to sort of get more info off of the Silva ult and even potentially get a pick will be huge if whichever one gets this orb here on A main. But 11-11, it's close. It's a tight game. We've seen that Teddingtons get through these close games before, and Squirtle Squad just sort of playing really dominantly in their previous game. What a beautiful knife, by the way. Squirtle Squad playing so beautifully in their games, taking it 2-0. That hasn't stopped anyone before. I mean, E3 have made these grueling comebacks left and right on Wednesday night into a Thursday morning as well. But
Yunchel just waiting around the
what
clear.
do they
This
expect
game-
neutral? Big Zo does pick up the kill instead.
Great
Wanna
stuff
block
there.
off the opposite in mid, but do they know another one is close? Big Zo will get that contact first. Is going to use all the util to stop him. Oh, Damcom does get one. Now they just sort of play this site as 2 of them are in mid.
Kef can find the shot there with the operator. And they have to get out of there. You're playing 3 on site here, 1 back in that garage. You have to know, if you're this retake, where all 4 players are at this moment. And a kill comes through. Castor finds a headshot. That's another operator down. But Brooke and Astrea are still alive and looking for this retake. They don't want to go down again in this match. And getting to 12 is going to be important as poking through
One
the smoke.
enemy remaining.
Brooke can't find the kill.
Predicted
And
this.
Rope is
The
about here we
fifth
go,
comes through.
12, 11, 43. It looks like they figured out the secret.
Match
When it
point.
comes to dealing with the double op, is having both of the ops posted up in mid, you just have to ignore mid. You don't take the fights there. You don't
Yep.
waste the util.
Yeah.
You barely ever put up a smoke. You just sort of have to full hit one of
Yeah.
the sites and just take it. Take it for yourself. As we see here, we are going to have Man Maestro back on the op. Might be a Brim player, but he has shown some crazy op picks before. Is going to counter up onto that cat.
Yeah, Brim really isn't the most classic character to have the operator on. But if you can hit the shots, then you can hit the shots. As Yuncho, luckily, dodges one there. And the Knights come out, and Maestro is down. A perfect Blade Storm there, as Brooke has that tour de force now. So many ultimates online, but can't find the kill. Big Zoe's there.
Big Zoe does
And
pick it
who else but Big Zoe to get a kill like that in such an important round? If they win this one, they're feeling comfortable. They go to map 2 up 1-0. But if not, we're in an overtime situation yet again for the Teddingtons as the rotate comes through. Yuncho just looking for information here on Cat. Just so many question marks right now on this defense on where these last 4 players are for Teddingtons.
And I agree. I mean, here we go. 4v4, they do have some ops online for the side of Quad. They can go over the tiles and pick up the one Maestro had, but they might just have to use the rifles as they have to sort of take all of this space back with their Vandals, with their rifles. And here we go. Yuto coming out on the side. He pushes this A site. They don't
30
know.
seconds left.
But there we go, trading off the king.
What a good kill there.
Yuncho does
from
get traded
Yuncho.
off by Big Zo. He's got
Yeah.
another one on there. Most
One
player
enemy
so
remaining.
far.
Oh,
Kev.
Kev! Kev! Oh my
Kev
goodness!
Clean 12-12. Bring it back. Here we go, Kev.
Into
Switching
the
sides.
overtime we go.
Overtime.
And now everyone's going to have gun. Everyone's going to have abilities. This is where it gets good Sly. With their backs against the wall, Kef comes out with the Blade Storm and gets 4. What a crazy play there to save map 1 here on Ascent. Again and again, we see players step up in the big moments, Sly.
Oh, yeah, 100%. As we are going to see the glass cannon come out of Brook. Everybody else on their rifles, on their phantoms.
A gift.
Brook, we've seen them op the whole round so far. We've seen them op this entire map. And my God, have they been clean with it. Doubled up with their jet, but that's fine. You only really need the one op on the overtime as with a character like Chamber, you don't really need that shield. You just hit the shot, it's fine.
Shot just misses Big Zo there on Cat. And that's not a character, not a player you want to lose, I should say, on this defense right away. Big Zo has changed the course of so many rounds here on Ascent that losing them first would be devastating. As Maestro looks for something here, just stalling out this A push. Not a lot of info going in, but look at all that mid control already. Brooke and Kef have pushed Chaos all the way back, hiding. Casper might be able to get a good crossfire on this piece of area, but just
Chaos will get first contact here.
do they know
Able to pick up a
that
kill if
he's
they
hiding?
swing.
It's 2 versus 1, but operators in hand, it's not a great position to be. That Vandal at a range like this might be enough. Oh, now Chaos definitely knows that someone's coming and finds 2.
There we
Can
go,
they find the
Chaos
third?
get
My ult is ready.
And
Finds the
pick up
third.
on
Spike
them.
down mid. One enemy remaining.
There we go.
What
That's
an
what I'm talking
incredible
about.
round.
If you don't clear that elevation, if you don't clear that close left, it could have been all over. And as we saw, 3 down. Oh, Big Zo just got the kill, and it is going to be 13-12-43.
The Sova does it
Switching
yet
sides.
again. Even gets the
Match
ultimate that
point.
round, which is, that's a little hard to do in an overtime situation. You got to get at least 3 of those kills to get an ultimate. And Chaos does it, doesn't have to use it, obviously. But at the same time, great stuff. And now, looking to punch a ticket for this map 1 win. And ever so close to that grand final. Let's see
We
if
see
the Teddingtons
2
can clutch
ops
up.
coming out for
Yet again.
Squirtle Squad. They're double glass cannoning. This
That's a good
could
spot.
be just disastrous for them.
There they are.
A good dart there comes out from Cass. And Brook, look how far back they had to rotate here. Totally off the site. But it's a fake. It looks like they're going to be heading back towards mid, but an operator is waiting for them. Kev holding that angle. Doesn't find one. Maestro finds a headshot.
Brook also has to pick up this mid.
Through into tree. Cass is going to go down, but this trade there. No, Brook is there. And Astria lets that Phoenix get back. It's not the kill coming through that they thought. And now it's just Big Zo. And we might go into a little bit more overtime. Big Zo backed into a corner here. The flash comes out. Manages to dodge it, but can't find the kill. And it's 13-13 slide.
And I mean, hey, as we saw, the double op wasn't the reason they won that round. They won that round due to beautiful util and rifle usage from the rest of the team, as the double op got taken down and shut down almost immediately, with beautiful kills coming out from Tipcon and Yunchul. Astrea also picking up a couple in that tree. It's scary for the side of T3 as they won their offense they won their defense round so single-handedly by Chaos. Well, they have to make something like that happen again if they want to be able to play into this next map going up a point.
It's going to be, they know where that Brim likes to play, and they're going to take Meister out. A good attack coming through. Let's see if Big Zo can get some work done. Finds one, but the trade is there. So now it's a 4v3 here in a post-plant situation. A lot of smokes down, so not a lot of space to be had. But sitting comfortably here, our Squirtle squad looking to go up yet again, trying to make it 14-13. Let's see if this retake can come through. Brook has to teleport there to the A main position. The door is open, and running through it is Rogue. They know that they have to be waiting in the A main area, but do they know that the crossfire is there? Astria is going to find the headshot anyway. It doesn't even matter. Now they know that two are down there, but is one under hell? Yes, there is. Astria or Tipcon is there, but it's not enough. Can Chaos do it in a 1v1 against this KO? Astria versus Chaos. It's going to be the fake coming through, and the headshot, but is there enough time? Just seconds away from a round win there. Chaos putting their all into it yet again. Not enough. Astria playing the time perfectly. And 14-13, another match point slide.
And this is going to be scary for T3, as we know they pulled out the double op on the overtime. They're going to do it again. Seeing these ops all the time has made me wonder, like, we know they're just going to op. Right here. Are we going to just do the same thing that's always worked? Take up this B space, or are we going to challenge mid again? Just get help. Like, even see the pings coming out here. They know that one is going to be in mid, and they know that one likes to play this B main aggro here, but it seems like they're just going to throw up a chip and then back off.
Looks like it might be a B hit coming through. I mean, Astra and Chamber on B. That's a good amount of defense. It's a good amount of stall coming through as well. But there's still just no info. It's going to be the peak coming through. And Tipcon's going to go down. Hey, who else but Big Zo to get the opening pick in that fight? As an op shot comes out and Rogue goes down, but Chief Cap is going to have to pay for that one. Now it's a 4v3 yet again. They know at least one is coming through that door, and that knife is going to be a lot of information as well, but only suppresses one. That's not good, and especially with Brook as low HP as they are, the operator might not be as effective. They really have to be perfect with those shots. I don't know if they expect all four onto the site there. As Casper, again, just stalling it out maybe. Getting a little bit of information as the flashes come in. Because Casper finds some help. They do. Another kill and two more. And the shock dart of all things takes down Brook. Whew, another tie.
Switching sides.
One more overtime. Maybe more. I mean, it's back and forth. I mean, what's it going to take for one of these teams to crack it open?
I don't know. I mean, we've seen the double op. We've seen just these 5-man hits. We've seen them go both ways. We've seen them fully work and just be able to take the sites beautifully. We've seen the double op put work in mid. But if they don't push mid, what's the point? What's the point if they don't push the mid? What's the point if they aren't really aggroing where you want them to play? And here we see yet another defense set up from T3, setting up with this crossfire from Dice and Tree. One swings out after the other. They hear the alt board get grabbed on that A main. And here we go, the jet dash is out. Smoke just up right in time. Maestro picking on one from Dice. Let's get another. They don't clear the right though, and Astrea pick it up too. Maestro does finish up the trade, making it a 3v2 for T3.
Teddington's holding strong as Brook takes a little bit of damage. Cass firing blindly through that smoke as Yunchul trying to get out here. A great shot for there from Chaos. Takes Yunchul down. And not a lot of health available. It's going to be Yunchul having to use the Molotov just to heal themselves up a little bit. And now that's an ability out of the fight. They have to know that the rotate's coming through here. Brooke with the bomb in her hands, making their way into A garage. And an operator. I mean, you still have Brooke online with an operator. Anything can happen.
Looks like they might just double back into the mid here.
30
Might
seconds
go
left.
for a fake rotate and go back through tree. But with KJ Util up, they know that they aren't aggroing the B main. They aren't aggroing that mid as the Util would see them first.
And Maestro holding the angle perfectly. Holding that door. They know exactly where they're coming from. Hiding under hell here.
remaining.
Finds one. Can he find the
down
other?
A.
The spray not really hitting, but
There we
finally gets it.
Oh,
Four
four
kills
kills
for
for Maestro.
And all it's
What
going
a
to take
round.
is one attack,
Switching sides.
one perfect execution here
Match
from
point.
Ted Teddingtons to get this first map victory.
I am excited. And it seems like we're going to drop the ops for this 15, like for this potential 15-15. We're going to be dropping these ops over on the side of Squirrel Squad. And just, oh, never mind. We're going to pick up one for Brooke. But we've seen him before. The one is fine. The one has won them rounds. They've won rounds with one op, two ops, no ops. Having their jet on the rifle, I think, will be better as they can take those early fights and just sort of dip without having to worry about hitting that one singular shot from the op.
And we are in our 30th round. This is a game of Counter-Strike right now. All the way, the whole distance, we're here. And it looks like it's going to be an A-hit. Chaos lining up that Sonic arrow. Quite a nice little lineup there. Everyone take notes at home. As finally the utility comes out. Big Zo's going to lead the way. And who else should but Big Zo? Going to close that door. And Astrea can't find a kill.
Deploying
Another
drone.
spike already down Sly.
We're going to throw the drone into the heaven to sort of clear out these spikes, figure out who's where, but they don't know that one is crossed. One is up on top of the cat, on top of the heaven right there. Going to get sprayed down by Big Zo and his team.
Watch your eyes.
Here we go. Flash is coming out from
Going up.
Neutral to try and take the space. Going to wall off. Cutting the sight off. And here we go. Neutral, Chief Keith, Chaos making one from hell.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh,
Asking at
but
least
Cass,
one more.
yeah, might have done enough damage here. Oh, a perfect the swarm right on top of the bomb. They don't expect anything.
And there
And
we go.
Attackers win.
T3 winning the game 16-14. Looking about as clean as CS would. What a first map.
whew. And if we get that second map too, I wouldn't be too mad, Sly. One map away now are the Ted Teddingtons to this grand final. And it just seems like somehow, some way, Ted Teddingtons, they make everything as close as it can be. Whether that's on purpose or not, just time after time, keeping it close, overtimes. This is their third overtime so far this tournament. Insane.
They're putting in the work. Now, beautifully played. All I have to say is amazing work from both teams. I'm going to sign off. My throat is killing me. My nose is clogged. I am going to have our host, fmell, pick up the casting role for me. So, thank y'all for having me. I hope the rest of this match goes great. I hope the grand finals is amazing. I'll be watching from home. I'll be on that Twitch stream. Thank y'all for coming out and watching this game as both teams are doing amazing. They're playing their heart out. So, next map, I'm fairly sure, is Icebox. We'll see y'all there.
All right. Thank
Well,
you
thank you.
again, Sly. Yeah.
Thank you, Sly. And yeah, I'm gonna be casting for this map. Gotta get off the old vocal rust. And
Hey, it's admirable. It's a real man's work somehow. And I think only someone of your caliber can do it. Only the host of the entire tournament.
And
Well,
big
thank
ups as
you.
well. So, thank y'all for having me, and
of course,
I'll see y'all around.
I gotta
Now
say,
from the-
Ryan. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you've been observing, you've been sitting behind the scenes quietly. What are your thoughts on these players going back and forth in a match like that.
Oh my gosh. What a first map, honestly. 16-14, 30 rounds. I've never actually seen a game go that high. It was insane. Like, just what a first map. And yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's just how Teddingtons like to do it. They just like to go as long as possible. Maybe wear their opponents down. Maybe that is their whole entire plan there. Maybe they just like to try to get as many rounds out of them as they can because they know they have the dexterity. Maybe they're not as good as utility usage or winning those gun battles. I mean, I know Big Zoe is good at winning those gun battles, but hey, maybe that's their entire plan. Make the other team tired. They did it. They did it on Wednesday. Maybe they can do it again here. Icebox is going to be such a different map, though. I mean, it's so dynamic, and especially not too long ago, it went through some cosmetic changes as well. You know, some corners are more rounded, some corners are more tight, and teams maybe not too comfortable with that yet. fmell, what character are you looking for both of these teams to pick to really make a difference?
I know we haven't seen it a lot already, but this is a historically good Viper map, so I'm excited to see some Viper gameplay, maybe some lineups, some cool plays with her ult. Like, this could be a really cool map. And going back to your of waiting them out and like making the opponent tired, the thing is if Teddingtons win this next map and they're on to the grand finals tomorrow, the record determines who gets to ban first and who gets to pick map first, which, you know, if you're Teddingtons, you want that first pick. But it looks like, because that was a 30-round game, Server Core might end up getting that pick first. So it's all up to this next map, I guess.
It sure is, as it looks like at least one of these teams is ready. But I mean, again, you also don't want to tire yourselves out if you're the side of Teddingtons. I mean, you've played more rounds than anyone else in this tournament so far, hitting double digits on 3 separate maps on Wednesday. Now you hit double digits. You hit triple overtime, 30 rounds here on Ascent. It's not the best situation. And especially on Icebox, it's a very mentally draining map. A lot of people do, in fact, hate it. I know there's a certain phrase people like to call it. Can't really say that on broadcast, but maybe it's not everyone's favorite. And maybe, again, that's why one of these teams picks Icebox, because it's like Icebox, it's the same thing as Haven. You know, why pick Haven? Why pick Icebox? There's better maps in the game. I mean, everyone, albeit maybe plays too much Bind, they know what they're doing on it. Albeit, I mean, Split doesn't get as much playtime anymore, but at least it's like, oh, Split, yeah, that's been in the game forever. I know what we're doing. But a map like Icebox, it's totally different. You know, do you have enough scrim experience on it? Does your team feel comfortable on it? Do you have a player you like to play on it? It comes down to the little things in such a close match like this. Maybe not forcing so much. It's going to be interesting to see what these picks come out. Are there going to be comfort picks coming out for some of these players? I mean, you say the Viper, but is anyone comfortable on the Viper? Or are they more comfortable on someone like Astra or Brimstone? It's always interesting to see. And we're going to get to see it right now as we go into this loading screen. And then already Yunchil going to take that chamber away from Brook. Maybe a little BM there, but we'll see what comes out here right now.
Right now. I'm seeing... Oh, there's our first Viper. And Tibcon.
Tibcon hovering. You love to see it.
There. Oh.
Casper picks. All right. It looks like we just about the same composition coming out from the side of Teddingtons, except the Viper instead of the Brimstone, which makes a lot of sense here on Icebox. Chaos on the Sova, Casper Breach, Rogue on the Killjoy, and of course Big Zoe playing that Phoenix. 38 kills last round. Stick to it. Why not? As the comp coming out, it's shaping up here on the other side for Squirtle Squad. Kef gonna play the Jet, and then we got the Viper of Tibcon. Brook gonna go over to the Sage. Interesting pick there. I mean, another great map for Sage, of course. Yunshil gonna go over to the chamber instead of Brook, and then Astrea over to the Sova. So a lot of change coming over on the side of Squirtle squad. Like every player except for Kef is playing something different, but on the other side, the only players playing something different is Maestro. fmell, do you think that'll affect anything?
I honestly don't know, because like these, I mean, on one hand, you know, it's a different character. You might not be as comfortable on it, as well as at least on the side for Squirtle squad, they have 2 ringers in as well. So
Yeah.
this could be a total boomer bust situation. Definitely for sure though, Sage is a fantastic pick on this map. You just completely lock off kitchen with that wall, and
Yeah.
you know you really just bottleneck where the attack can come from. Sadly, they are starting on attack, so you know.
Now, Sage gets doesn't get a lot of credit, I should say, for attack. I mean, you have that wall, so you have an opportunity to put up a barrier on a rotate. You have slows for a post plant situation. Sage has a lot of diversity there. It just, can Brook really pull out all those abilities efficiently to make Sage work on this attack? It'll be interesting to see what kind of method they go for, or maybe, you know, Brook will die first every round, and who cares at that point. And that's another great thing with Valorant, is you can have these hypotheticals come out. You know, what are they going to do post plant? How are they going to rotate? Or they're not even going to get the chance, and then they're going to get wiped. So anything can happen here, especially when you got someone like Big Zo on the other team. I mean, fmell, at this point, we're already a map in. Could you even pick an MVP from either of these teams?
I honestly couldn't. I mean, Big Zo dropped a 40-point game in map 1, but I mean, just the whole team beep on the Brimstone, having just some of the best smokes,
Yeah.
as well as just the dart lineups from Chaos was just insane.
Yeah, I think that's a bunch of stuff that you have to look out for as we do switch sides here. That's a lot of stuff you got to look out for. Like Chaos on this Sova. Lineups are a big part of Sova's kit, and especially this late into the game of Valorant. I mean, maybe in the beta, maybe in the first few weeks of the game being out, you don't need those lineups as much. You can still just throw a dart in there and maybe get a few beacons there. But you have to have lineups if you want to play Sova at a high level in a competitive setting. You can't be showing your face if you want some information.
Yeah, definitely not. You definitely want to keep yourself as hidden as possible as you send those darts from every which way. It looks like it's going to be an A hit right now.
Darky Dart comes up there.
Both walls going up.
Big Zo looking to find something on this site, but there's 3 enemies there. I mean, it seems like Squirtle Squad knew exactly where this hit was going to come from. As Big Zo gets off of that zip line and onto the site, but it's not going to be enough. A headshot coming through, taken out, but Maestro finds the trade. Is it going to be enough? Now it's a 3v5 here, but has the time been bought? A great molly there. Maestro takes a lot of damage, but has a few utility of their own.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing right now, I don't think they know that Tipcon's on the site. They're looking to retake a Brook with a great pick onto Chaos, and Chief Kef follows it up, and it's just down to Casper.
Yeah, Casper gets a good flash. Hits the shot there onto Brook. Did they buy enough time? They managed to get out with their life too. Another headshot from Casper. Can they manage to pull this one off? It's a cat and mouse game right now. They're gonna throw the stun out there, but are they gonna be able to find an angle onto the bomb fast enough? I don't know if they know if they got it to half. Casper's not there in time, and 2 seconds. Kef gets the kill as well. Incredible play there from the Jet of Chief Kef, and it's a 1-0 game in favor of Squirtle Squad.
That was just incredible play by Chief Kef, like getting the bomb to half by a teammate, and then being able to follow up on it is just very crucial. And Casper was a little bit too far away and didn't have the util to follow up on that, to follow up and get Chief Kef off the spike.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Casper knew exactly that the spike was already at halfway, which is a little unfortunate. But it's not going to matter now as another A hit coming through here for the offense of Teddingtons. They're just going to play it slow as the Viper wall is looking at him. Cass finds a little bit of that Viper there, but no damage coming through, just a little bit of information. And Astrea, that might be enough to get a rotate going as Kef is on the flank as well. Hits the shot there with the Marshall. Casper goes down and has that deck available if needed. Hits a shot, doesn't get the headshot, but a lot of damage coming through. Now Kef is the one hurting. 9 HP only, but Tipcon's pushing up. Doesn't check the corner there, and Rogue finds a headshot and a gun there as well. That might just be enough. It's a 4v4, and leading the way to the Spectre is Rogue. Gets another trade there. Big Zoe has the gun now, and we know Big Zoe likes big kills as sees the Sage under heaven and gets the kill. Has a little bit of health available as well with that Molid. A lot of space now. Could they do it? I mean, after losing a pistol round, only 9 HP here for Kef on the retake. Astrea not too hot either, and Zoe another kill. Can they find 4 in this round? It's all up to Astrea now, and another second round lost here. Maestro finds the last one. You can't lose rounds like that, fmell. That completely ruins it. You're supposed to win that second round. That's the reason you force buy. But Teddingtons, they don't care. They flip it on. They completely flip it.
I mean, if we gave out round MVPs, that one has to go to Hidden Rogue, as he just hid in that corner. You know, Tib didn't check it, and he died, gave up the gun, and they were able to take sight, and the rest of his team just wasn't able to capitalize, and they dropped the round.
Yeah, it's gonna be some weird buys coming out for both these teams now. Definitely a light buy coming out for the defense. Maybe trying to get something cheeky there is Kef. See if they clear that angle as Brooke sees a little bit, but gets out without even taking any damage. Is one kill already over. Rogue taken out, and a perfect spot there from Kef, getting the kill and that Spectre back. So now it's a 3v4, but Maestro turns around and gets the kill. Another 3v3. Tipcon working their way up these tube areas. Yunchul trying to find someone that finds a Vandal. That's a great thing to find. Just hiding on the floor there. Someone left that one. But it's a retake situation. The spike is already down. Astrea has a lot of utility, can reveal a lot of stuff, but doesn't reveal Big Zoe behind the site. But Big Zoe can't finish the kill. Gets a lot of damage, sure, yes, but the kills are what's important there, especially with the bomb tap. You gotta feel the pressure if you're on this defense. Maestro working around yellow there, but 2 kills, 3 kills come in. It seems like they forgot about Zoe. And maybe I can understand forgetting about Dre. It's been a few years, but you can't forget about Zoe, fmell.
Yeah, and Big Zoe really coming in clutch there with great positioning on the post plant. Just having all angles covered. You know, when you're sitting in Snowman, you know, mostly you're going to be looking at spawn. But once they're all coming out of kitchen, it's lights out for the enemy, as they just couldn't split their attention enough for Beep, who is on yellow, as well as Zoe on Snowman.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a crossfire, and it's a good one at that. You know, you got shots coming in from every angle. But that's again, not a round you like to lose. You got so much efficient picks there on a Thrifty of all things, and you can't keep it up. You know, you don't have the gunpowder to keep it up. But another A push coming out here as Tipcon is going to be taken down. And Zoe, again, starting quick here, but doesn't check the corner. Astrea manages to get that kill. The trade's going to come out, so it's still +1 in the favor of Teddingtons with the bomb going down. But do they know Brooke is crouching around this back site? Slowly, ever so slowly, trying to find an angle. Maybe someone poking out a little too far. But look at this post plant. They know exactly what they're doing. It seems like they've practiced one before. fmell. And a shot goes through. Is Casper going to be able to stay alive? Gets a headshot, but it looks like it was through a wall somehow. And it's not going to go out. And the Rolling Thunder as well. So much pressure already going through. They know exactly where all 3 members are remaining, but Kef doesn't care. Even stunned up, gets the headshot and going to tap the bomb yet again. They knew that swarm was there as well. So now a lot of defense is out of there, but the kills still come through here for this retake side. Yunchul gets the last one, and the defuse coming through. What an incredible retake there from Squirtle Squad. And just exactly when they need it, they get a round win. It's 2-2.
And just a great retake, you know, waiting out. I guess they didn't expect the Rolling Thunder, but with no capitalization off of it. Like, they were just able to hold their positions and get the picks that they needed, like the Killjoy. So he couldn't even use his utility. And the Viper with that with the smoke on the bomb just wasn't able to be enough, and they were able to get a clean retake, making it tied up.
Yeah, Yunchil's gonna pull out the tour de force here. Does Big Zo know exactly where they're playing? Ooh, risky cross there from Big Zo, but I think does see the tour de force and knows exactly what's going on, and that's gonna allow Big Zo to get out too. A nice stun coming through, especially with that bomb going over. So what kind of hit is it going to be? A little bit of a gun battle happening with the Blade Storm coming out from Kef. But no kills. And now they're stuck with just a Classic, which Classic is a good gun, but is it good enough? Looks like Brook thinks it's good enough with a Vandal and gets a headshot into Big Zo. That's a big trade, or a big kill, I should say, because we know how good Big Zo is, fmell.
Oh yeah, and Chief Kef right now, sitting around yellow, just looking for that right click, is able to find Rogue.
Spike down B.
Casper walking up kitchen right now, and Beep is on B. And we're just looking a little bit of a slow game right now as we're trying to find positions, find everything. At Casper, a great pick on a Tibcon, but doesn't know that Astrea's behind them, and looks like Estrella didn't.
Last player standing.
And the double take ends up taking out Casper.
And Maestro towards the mid area. Gonna get the kill, but so much damage taken there. Are they even gonna be able to get the bomb down without Kef getting the kill?
Left.
Looks like the fake goes through first. A second plant opportunity. They can hear Kef coming through on that wall. They have the Vandal advantage, but Kef hits the headshot with the Classic. And the defuse coming through. Squirtle Squad take the lead here, and they need the leads as much as possible because they're already down one map in this series, fmell.
Yeah, and just what a great right click headshot from the Classic. You know, right click headshot beats Vandal a lot of times, especially when you're low like that. You know, and Chief Kef has a great retake, is able to grab the Vandal off the body. You know, you get yourself a little skin there as well. You can, you finally have yourself a gun.
Yeah, skins are in fact skill, as it's going to be
Exactly.
an incredible round coming in here. Big Zo's going to be forced in there with the light shield. Not a bad idea. I mean, Big Zo, if you can hit the headshots, then that's all you need. So it looks like it's going to be an AXQ, but 3 bodies stacked up there on the defense. The first wall comes out there from the Viper, just putting that sight in half a little bit. It's going to be the teleport coming out. Squirtle Squad do not want to mess with Zo pushing in here like this. Has the ultimate online? Doesn't look like they're going to be using it. Around the corner. And a good shot there from Maestro, winning that battle against Astrea. And the Viper stick coming out. I mean, it's not an automatic round win, but it certainly helps your chances.
Just a great advantage to have, because as soon as you walk in there, you're taking damage. And you know, they're util spamming that spike right now, just looking for enemies. Everyone's just at 1 HP right now because of the ult, and that gets Brook.
You can see how effective it is. The swarm goes out. There's so much just stuff on the ground, fmell. Everywhere you look, you have to have your eyes on the floor when you're walking through the Viper's pit, but you can't have your eyes on the floor because there's enemies at eye level. It's such a difficult ultimate to play through. It's one of the best in the games. That's why Viper is so good, and especially on this map because there's so much area to cover with that ultimate. Great stuff there by Teddingtons to bring this one back and win themselves a round. And of course, it seems like they killed the eco of Squirtle Squad.
Oh yeah, and with a light buy coming out, they're probably not going to want to be... They're hoping for a round win, but they're not expecting it, I guess.
Yeah. See if they can play their cards right. As Kef going on a massive flank here. Can Yunchil get a kill? Doesn't look like it as Chaos gets one themselves. Yunchil really playing this mid area. Brook hiding on the other side with a shorty. But it's not going to be enough as Kef gets taken down. Chaos has their headphones on, luckily. Brook just... What a cheeky little spot here from Brook. Just trying to see if someone is willing to walk into the crosshair. But that wall is going to be quite a problem. Chaos gets 3 in the round now. Looking for the ace. Can they find it? Brook right behind him, gets the kill.
planted.
Ace denied, but it's not going to be enough for a round win. Brook, the only one alive here, and with that spike planted and only a shorty in hand, it's not looking good.
That's it. Break time.
You know, I love shorties because it's always funny when you get a kill with them, but the unfortunate thing is the retake, and, you know, trying to grab that rifle off of Big Zo, but it's Big Zo. You can't just do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, of all players, that's who you're going to try it against? I don't think so. But fmell, now, I mean, this map seems a lot more back and forth than what we've seen so far in this match. I mean, that first round, it was really one-sided, but it's anyone's game. What is it going to take for a team like Squirtle Squad to maybe pull ahead, or a team like Teddingtons to pull ahead here?
I think Teddingtons just needs to keep doing what they've been doing. Their teamwork has just been incredible. It looks like they're going to force Chief Kef out of yellow. They're going to drop the Killjoy ultimate, try and clear out the site, but Tipcon's taken out by Big Zo. The Hunter's Fury comes out from Estrella. Doesn't seem to find anyone, as now we're looking towards the post plant.
Yeah, it does get that plant down, but so much damage has gone through. You have a few ultimates online. That Hunter's Fury and Rolling Thunder will definitely buy you some time once that bomb is tapped. But with so many people still alive, oh, that's a huge Rolling Thunder there. As Casper doesn't hit Brook though, and Brook gets the kill. Is it going to be enough? So much damage coming through. It's going to be the Hunter's Fury coming out as well. But it's the kill coming in against Untitled is right there and watching. No kills come out because of that Hunter's Fury. But with only 2 members alive, is it going to be enough? Chaos gets 1, but again, just so much time lost and can't find the defuser. And 4-4, here we are again. And you said teamwork's going to be important here for Teddingtons, but on the other side, Squirtle Squad, they're going to have to be doing these retakes perfectly. They're going to have to trust each other in a situation like that one can hold on the bomb. Yeah, I can just stick this one out. You guys will get the kills. You guys will buy me the time. And I think that's an important thing in Valorant, just pure trust.
Yeah, and it seems like, you know, Squirtle Squad, as they go through this series more, they're just building that trust, you know, making sure that everyone knows what's going on and that everyone's playing their part. As we're going for an A execute, Tipcon starts the Viper ult immediately as soon as he hears that there's people around. And, you know, now, you know, maybe they're rethinking it a little bit. They don't know if they want to really go for this one.
Yeah, that'd be the initial thought. Of course, maybe you want to try to surprise them by going to the site anyway. And Yunchul is here for that rotate. Takes a little bit of damage, but gets out of there with their life. A good teleport coming through, and the heals there as well. But now, working themselves towards B. They went through mid. I wonder if they realize that Kef has worked their way up past yellow into that long position. And as gunfire goes, they do. Big Zo reads it like a book, and they're in. Brook doesn't have eyes on the back of their head and taken out, but Yunchul gets 2. And if anyone's going to bring them back, it is going to be Yunchul. I guess not. Maybe it's Tibcom now with the headshot there, working their way up through kitchen. But the spike's still not planning yet. And then 2v2, you'd like that down a long time ago. You want to play positioning now. Estrella gonna find a gun on the ground as well. It's gonna be so close there. Do they know Big Zo is hiding inside this container? Is the headshot there? No! Tibcom finds the kill first, and now it's up to Chaos all alone here over at yellow. It's gonna be the smoke going out. The first fake tap there, and they know exactly where the Sova is playing. But the utility's out. Estrella doesn't have the gun out, and that causes Tibcon to die. Now it's a 1v1, Sova versus Sova. Which one could it be? It's going to be the peak here, and Chaos gets the headshot. A clutch there. Teddingtons take one somehow and go up to 5-4.
Just really, I feel like a crucial round to win, because now look, they can't buy. I mean, Yunchul has the ult, of course, and Chief Kef is also pretty close. But, you know, enemy team can't buy. Now you just got you got yourself potentially another round win. But, you know, Hidden Rogue with that flank or that little lurk up through kitchen was very crucial in winning that round, as he took out 2.
Maybe the 2 to 4s. They know exactly where it is too, but doesn't matter. Chaos taken down there, but a trade goes through. It's gonna be Big Zo pushing themselves up through mid, trying to get a few kills. In a 4v4, an ultimate like that is so crucial. Get so much information. They know Tipcom's there, but can't capitalize off a trade like that. Brook is going to try pushing through. I don't think they know that Casper has pushed all the way up to under this mid position. It's going to be the drone coming out. Is it going to be enough? They don't know. Casper's still hiding there. That's going to be such a crucial play later in this round.
They can't get Casper. Casper could probably get some cheeky kills as Yuncho looks to mid and gets another with the tour de force. Fantastic kill, and Brook brings it up to a 5v3. Grabs the ult orb. Casper gets Estrella, but looks like positioning's no,
They don't know.
and Yuncho with the third.
Perfect play, but Big Zo had pushed all the way up. So many corners unchecked right now. No one knows where anyone is, and Brook has to go on the rotate here. Big Zo, another kill, and then a
30 seconds
2v1.
left.
Brook has to have a miracle to get onto A and retake this one. They have a
Now
Phantom in their hands.
She does have a heal,
Mhm.
so she might end up looking to save and try and get people on the as they're exiting, but looks like she's gonna go for a little bit, go for the play, and Big Zo catches her out, and that's round 10 as they go up 6-4.
Yeah, secures at least a tie game going into half here for Teddingtons, and maybe that's all they want. But now you just play for a little bit of extra breathing room. A good round there as full buys coming out for both these teams. But is it enough? I mean, you don't have ultimates online. You have abilities, but does the other team have abilities? So many questions to be asked right now by both of these teams. And it looks like another A hit here as Maestro's going to be putting up this Viper wall.
A gift.
And revealing that you're gonna go A early. Oh wait, never mind. That was the wrong Viper wall. But now it does look like they're going to go A. Tibcon puts up the wall. Yuncho playing right there, and
Yeah,
crucial
can't get away
kill.
fast enough. Yeah, absolutely crucial. And especially when you have that teleport online and you can get out of there, it's always disheartening to not make it in time. As now that spike going down, Maestro's going to go run, get those lineups ready. If they know that flank is coming down. Big Zo, another headshot. Tibcon looking for someone to find here. Needs at least one kill to give their team a chance. Sees, gets some information, but it's not going to be enough. And Kef is waiting on that flank. Run right into that shot. Is Rogue, but it's not going to be enough. It's 4v1 now. It's not looking good here for the Sage of Brook. And she gets one and gets the heal online. But again, just backs against the wall. These attacks have been so perfect here for Teddingtons. Everything seems to be going right when they pick a site to go to. The save coming in here from Brook, not a bad idea at all. But these
Keeps looking for mid and gets Brook. Just incredible knowledge, knowing that
Last
she would
round
be there.
before the
And,
switch.
now they can't buy again, but they're gonna have to force it.
Yeah, last round. Don't have ultimates online. The closest one you got is 3 away, and that's both the Rez and the Hunter's Fury. So you're really looking at a pretty dry last round here. A huge advantage, and being up 7-5 or 8-4, I think either way, in those comps, Teddingtons are going to be like, okay, we're good with that. We have the lead, but one extra round can go a long way. We saw that it went to overtime last map, so one round could be the difference between overtime and the game being over, as the Rolling Thunder is going to go through yet again, and so much space from that. No one gets stunned up, but now they know that no one can be around that area. But that's a spike down. Casper
Spike
maybe a
down
little
A.
too aggressive there. Maestro looking for someone to peek their head over that Viper wall, as Brook going to go be pushed in, but it gets a few trades as well. It's a 3v2 here. Ultimate's online. You got to imagine they use these quickly.
Last player standing.
Chief
not gonna
Kef
go-
is behind.
Oh, perfect
That-
crossfire there.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate round to lose. You
Switching
probably,
sides.
as Teddingtons, you're probably expecting that they're gonna force it, but you're also expecting that they're gonna hold that site tight, and that your Rolling Thunder is gonna do a little bit more than it actually ended up doing.
Yeah, I mean, you had that lockdown online as well for the Killjoy. You had the Viper's pin online, and they don't get to be used. I get it. It's a high-pressure situation. There's a lot going through your mind. But you get those online, you got to use them. You're not going to find a perfect time to use them in a round like that. You got to be using them. Good half buy there to save a round for the side of Squirtle Squad. And now 7-5. It's going to go down to the wire here on Icebox.
And now as we go into this pistol round, it looks like it's going to be a quick B hit. And as the Sova Dart goes through, they know at least one is there, and there's a stun. It looks like they're still going to go B.
I like that stun. It just kind of slows them down a bit. As Freya, maybe not sure Cass was going to be right there. And Cass gets a kill and a lot of damage. Casper gets a headshot onto Brooke. Maybe they thought the wall was going to be up already. And somehow Chaos is still alive behind that yellow box. So much info going through as well. Tries to get that headshot. Yunchel finds that one out. But look at that. Astrea still at 10 HP. And now if you go over to that Viper, 17 HP. No health online. And it's going to incite the rotate out here. But that's all right, because already on that A side is Maestro waiting with the Viper. They know exactly where that plant is going to go as well. Even in a 3v3. You think it's even, but the health advantage in a pistol round is just too crucial. They have it lined up already. They're going to jump right in there, try to find the kill. Maestro can't find it though. No way. Astrea gets a kill onto Big Zo. And now somehow a 1v3 has emerged in this situation. Rogue has to hit their shots here. Wonder if they know Astrea is hiding underneath Heaven. Like, that's... Maybe she's the gun. Does get the kill. Do they know? They do. They see it. And the teleport comes out. They know they must have a health advantage here in some way. That's going to give them a little bit of cover as well. Maybe they can at least stick it till half. They do. But not enough as Tipcon gets a headshot. And what a turn of events. You think so much... There's going to be such a big advantage here for the side of Teddingtons, but Squirtle Squad don't care. They get the kills, and it's 7-6. What an important pistol round to win there for Mel.
Yeah, and, you know, Maestro, it happens, man. You know, you jump into the smoke, you just don't see anybody, even though you know they're there, and you turn around, and boom, gun in your face. But Chaos just lasting so long in that round, just on a wing and a prayer and a ghost. Yeah, was able to pick up 2, but Squirtle Squad is just relentless in their attack.
Toxins going up.
Now Maestro's going to do a little something cheeky here, hiding around the corner with this shorty. Is Brooke going to be able to see them, catch them out? Maestro can't get a kill, gets definitely a lot of damage, but it's still not enough. And now a 5v3. And of course, it's that round after pistol. You're not expecting much as Cap gets a kill, but the Marshal gets a second as well. Of course, yeah, you're not expecting much in a round like that. Maybe you'd like a kill. You want to hurt their eco a little bit. Or, hey, honestly, maybe you don't want to get a kill. So they feel guilty about buying the next round. Is Astrea finishes off Chaos. And now we're tied up at 7-7 for Mel. Anything can happen from here on out. It's going to be buys coming out from both these teams.
Yeah, and Chief Kef looking to stick with the Marshal. They could buy a rifle, but, you know, why would you want to do that? But both sides gonna be able to full buy. Hidden Rogue gonna have to settle for light armor just to buy all that util, but util's very important on that Killjoy, and it looks like it's gonna be another A execute, and it looks like they might know that. They have 3 sitting around A, as Sova is just gonna go for that dart. Chief Kef looking for the 1-tap headshot. Sees B, but is able to get the body shot, but isn't able to finish him off yet. And there's all the util coming out. Big Zo gets Chief Kef. Great first pick.
Absolutely. And, I mean, of course, it's Big Zo. Who else would it be? But taking just such a high-powered player like Kef on that jet out of the fight so quickly is going to be huge. As Casper's waiting here, waiting for the rotate, but didn't really have their gun at the ready as one gets by. And into kitchen they go, but Cass is ready as well. The shot's coming through. No damage at all, though. But a great shock dart there. It's going to hit the chamber. Ooh, someone right behind. I mean, just so much information going over. They know they're over here in some capacity. The heal's going to go out. But all 5 players of this defense are sitting here on the B site. I mean, with 40 seconds remaining, it's almost like there's no choice but to go here. But another rotate is going to be going out. Is Casper going to be able to get the information they need? They see a few, and they get the shots as well. Brook goes down, and the spray continues. A headshot onto Estrella, and they have to get the bomb over to A with just 25 seconds remaining. It's Tibcon all alone onto the site. They have the Viper's Pit, but is it going to be enough? A wall goes up to slow them down a little bit. Yunchul still just chilling on B as well. Maybe just gonna assume they're gonna lose this round and go for the tray or for the save. Looks like they will as Casper finds that kill.
Strike down A.
And up one round go Teddingtons. fmell, so back and forth are these two teams. Just the moment you think an advantage goes one way, it gets ripped from their hands.
Yeah, and Casper with the very crucial 2K onto the rotators mid, just really like halting the attack, and you know maybe hurting their eco a little bit if they can win this next one, go up 9-7, hurt the eco of the Squirtle squad. And yeah, Yunchul, was hoping to make a little bit more noise to stop the rotate from the defenders, but they knew, because Casper was waiting in mid with a great angle.
Great angle for sure. And what a shot from Yunchul. Big Zo finds the trade, but a great opening there. Might just be enough to get some bodies onto this site. And the Viper Pit's definitely going to help. And Big Zo, no gun out, but manages to get out without taking any damage. There's a flash around the corner as well, but the Viper's Pit just going to push so much space out of this site. Can't really find a good spot to plant. Finally gets that bomb down, but the rotate is already here. But they don't expect Brook to be pushed all the way up like that. And Big Zo is taken out. Brook's still alive fighting underneath heaven like this, and they're so worried about that Viper's Pit. They forgot that other players can just walk out of it. Brook gonna go over to these stairs, finds the kill as well, and it's a 1v2. A Rolling Thunder might be all they need, however. It gets both of them, but not expected behind that corner. Tibcon gets the kill through the stun, and 8-8 yet again. And again, fmell, it seems like Teddingtons, they have the advantage. You expect them to win a round, maybe win a few. They have momentum. But Squirtle Squad, they don't care. They take one right back.
Yeah, and, Tibcon, great ult, great usage of that ability that you have as well. The Battle Sage coming out from Brook just really won them that round with 3 fantastic picks. And, looks like B execute with Yunchul walking up mid. I think Chaos has spotted him out. He's looking to go back, but now
Kef
the
does
board is theirs.
Kef gets seen by that arrow, which is super unfortunate because it just gives enough information. And Chaos is ready. Kef headshot there mid-dash, and another great flash comes through. It's going to be the plant coming down, but is it going to be enough? They know somewhere in that smoke is Maestro with the bomb, and Estrella gets the kill. Now it's another 4v4, and that wall not going to do a lot of work there to keep these retakers out. And everyone's on one side of the point. You have to force the aggression here. Is Hidden Rogue takes out Brook, and trade after trade coming through. It's gonna be the Hunter's Fury, but it's not gonna do any damage because guess what? They're already dead. And Chaos can't find the headshot. Tibcon takes him out, and Estrella, why not? Kill your teammate. Have a little fun. And now, yet again, in the lead are Squirtle Squad after just losing 2 rounds ago. So back and forth, and the economy's totally shot for the side of Teddingtons.
Yeah, this is just great offense by Squirtle Squad. As now they've won 4 rounds on the offense. Teddingtons have lost any lead that they had in the first half, and first half doesn't matter at this point. If you're even, then you're even, and now they have to settle for a little bit of an eco right now. While Big Zo, big pick. Chief Kef dies with the ult, and now...
Ooh, Rogue can't find a kill.
No,
I mean, does get Tibcon very low, but...
It was a good attempt, but now Tibcon gets healed up by the Sage, and Chaos finds Yunchul down mid.
That's definitely a big pick. But Big Zo going down again. Maestro hidden. They don't see around the corner, and Maestro with the stinger. Let's take down Estrella. That's going to delay the bomb just a little bit. And the kill coming in from Chaos. Oh my goodness, fmell. When are either of these teams gonna take the advantage they have? It looks like Maestro gets that last one, and 9-9 yet again. Half buys, saves, thrifties, full buys. It doesn't matter. Anyone can win any round in a game like this, and especially when a trip to the grand finals is on the line, they're gonna do all they can to make sure they're in that final spot.
Yeah, and just a very unfortunate round to lose. But because now both teams are able to fully buy. But at least in this half, Squirtle Squad has just been looking a little bit better on the buy rounds. But there's always a chance Untitled goes for the off, the tour de force even, and Big Zo pushed up super far, makes him waste at least one shot. But he has his ult taken out, and now I think they know it's an A push, but they're looking. They don't know that 3 have already rotated to B.
Yeah, looks like the rotate's gonna come out here, and look at that large rotation. They know exactly what's going on. The kill not coming through. Kef manages to get across. Kef holding down this fork. Also has a Hunter Fury, so if they ping the bomb well enough, it could just be exactly what they need. But another rotate coming out. So much movement here from the attacking side of Squirtle Squad. And Ted, they're ready for it. The Teddingtons, they're just spamming through that smoke. Maestro can't really find the kill, but does a little bit of damage.
Now that the Viper wall's up, you don't really want to push through it, take a little bit of chip damage, but Casper was already here in Hidden Road, getting 2. Big Zo with the 3rd, and now it's just not looking great for Squirtle Squad.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, you've rotated so much here that you didn't really have a perfect attack set up. Casper maybe didn't need the Hunter's Fury there, but a little bit of a cherry on top, I guess some might say. And 10-9, they're in the double digits, finally the first to do it here on Icebox, and that means they're in the home stretch. But the way this map has been going, 2 rounds in a row doesn't mean anything at all.
No, it doesn't, because this has been so back and forth, and now they can't buy. And I mean, we've seen force buys and ecos have been really lethal for both sides, but I don't know, just Chaos being able to check them out with the Sova dart, finds that almost all of them are there, but now they're forced onto site, and the util is now dumping.
Yeah, that might be able to get the plant down, and it sure does, because that stage wall is there as well. But Brook already taken down Casper, a nice headshot there. They know exactly where this other team is. I mean, they're even going to invest the Viper Suit, which is odd on a save round like this. But if they think they can win it, then they're definitely going to try. But Big Zo's still alive and still firing. Rogue gets one, and now it is one sad Tibcon at yellow. An 11-9 advantage Teddingtons with just 2 more round wins until they see the grand finals.
That was... I think that, whenever you're forcing into or at least trying to save into a gun round, it's, you want to go for those Hail Mary plays, because anything can go. Maybe you don't want to, maybe you do. It's dealer's choice, really. But now everyone in the lobby can full buy, and this is going to be a very, very crucial round for Teddingtons, as we're on 11-9.
Arguably the most important round of the night.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't see Squirtle Squad win this one out, they're going to be going into this last round with pistols. I mean, maybe pistols if they want to even put together that much money. And Casper gets the first shot. Casper gets the first 2, walking right into the crosshair. Casper gets 3, and an unlikely hero emerges yet again for Teddingtons. Chaos gets 1 as well, and now Brook back against the wall in this tube. Are they going to be able to find anything other than that one on Casper? So many bullets coming through. They managed to get the wall up, but on the other side of Christian, Maestro is waiting. They only have 74 HP, and it's not going to be enough. 1 round away from the grand finals are the Teddingtons.
That was just incredible hero work by Casper, getting them all stunned up. You didn't even know they were going into tube, but you get them all stunned up, and then it's free headshots galore as Casper picks up 3. It's just, and now they're gonna have to. Some of them are gonna have to force going into last, as you're down 9-12. What are you supposed to do here, especially without your jet ult or your chamber ult?
You do the best you can. Kef gets one, Zoe's out, and we know how much Zoe affects an entire fight. And onto site they go. It's going to be the Viper Spit. It's hard to get through a Viper Spit. Everyone knows that, but Ro can't find the shots. Tibcon going to get a kill there as well. Maestro responds with one of their own. Tibcon up on this high ground. They don't really know that they're here, and Maestro gets another one. And that's that spike down as well. The Rolling Thunder comes too, but Maestro's down. That Viper Spit is going to decay here on the site, but Casper's still alive. 2v2 now on the point. So Crucial Chaos coming in this backside. Tibcon only 85 HP as well. It's going to be a lot of info. Tibcon finds the headshot. Doesn't need the health. It's only one Sova versus a Chamber and a Viper. Gets a shot there. Yunchul is going so low. A great shock dart. Going to take a little bit of health off of Tibcon. And in a situation like this, can that find anything? No. Chaos going to use the Owl Drone here to maybe scope out something. Try to figure out where these players are. And that's a good one. They know how much space they have to work with now. They're going to drop down, maybe get the kill, and they do. Tibcon taken down. They know that this chamber is somewhere. Chaos trying their best to punch the ticket here to the grand finals. Looking the wrong way, but gets the kill. Chaos has done it. 13 rounds go over to the Teddingtons, and they're going to be playing tomorrow night.
Clutch.
And just what a fantastic retake by Chaos, using those shock darts. You already know one of them is in the pit below heaven, so you can just get a free pick right there, and then you fake the defuse, and the chamber comes running because he knows that this is the round that they need to win. And just what an incredible clutch gene that this team has.
Oh, yeah.
Finding the strength to go from a 30 round map to immediately just win this one in pretty convincing fashion.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm sure if you look at the stats that the side of Teddingtons, they've probably played more rounds than anyone else in the entire tournament. Maybe more rounds than any other teams combined. I mean, game after game, round after round, and these guys are doing it. They're staying consistent. Big Zoe is getting kills. Chaos is getting clutches. Casper's hitting headshots. Maestro being perfect on that Brim and on that Viper. Stalling, getting smokes down. It's been perfect so far from these guys. And while it's been close, they have shown time and time again that they're the better team. And now they get to show it one last time tomorrow at 8 Eastern versus Server Core. It's going to be quite the banger of a match, fmell.
Oh, for sure. And I think we can probably get Big Zoe back in here for another interview.
No doubt. An MVP unlike any other MVPs. I mean,
whole team.
Insane stuff.
Exactly, right. And I'll bring Big Zoe in here. And Big Zoe, congratulations on winning MVP again. Just dropping 70 kills across both maps. Just incredible play. How are you feeling?
Thank you. Feeling great right now. Was it really 70 kills? Woo! Feels good.
It was, if it wasn't 70, it was real close, because just what an incredible, I think it was just about 60 actually, but just what a clinic that you just put on. And Ryan, do you have any questions?
I mean, we've touched on this question Wednesday, when I asked you who would you pick to be your MVP of the match. But if it wasn't you, shout out one of your teammates right now. Like, which one do you think deserves some respect here?
I'm gonna have to go with Casper for this one. I mean, that second game on Icebox, we saw that really great 3K. I think that was the one to secure the overtime. If not, anyways, a great round. We had a great showing from him. Really picked it up that game. Dropped a nice 20 bomb. So we always love to see that.
Absolutely.
Of course. And
Casper playing out of their minds, yeah.
And, how are you guys feeling after that first map went to 30 rounds, triple overtime? I have to imagine you guys were a little bit tired, but definitely ecstatic that first round that first map is over. How were you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough one because we just couldn't seem to pull that last round on the attacker side. But and then once we actually lost the attacker, or once we lost the defense round, it was it was really hard on the team. But we decided, hey, we've won attack before. We kind of figured it out towards the very end of the second half, and we ended up being able to pull through one other round and secure the game.
Yeah, definitely crucial. And we talked about this, and it's just like one round can go, one way or another. It takes one clutch. Your pistol round ace there on Ascent. Going through a round like that, such a crucial round when you look back on it, because then maybe you're not even going to overtime in a situation like that. What goes through your mind when you got 3 or 4 kills in a round like that, and you're so close to that ace?
Yeah, I mean, not having the HP to do it is one of my biggest concerns. But but after I got that 4th frag, I was able to spot the last player. I think was Astra Heaven, and that made me feel like, okay, now it's just a matter of can I hit that shot, and being able to once she dropped down, it was great. I mean, I have to say, hands were shaking a bit after into the next round, but it was a great feeling to get that round for the team.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Now tomorrow, grand finals against Server Core. It's still a best of 3. How are you feeling going into next?
Yeah, well, we saw a good match from Server Core yesterday. So, again, just like yesterday, it's going to be watching those VODs, getting more practice in, and just being as prepared as we possibly can going into those grand finals. But we're looking forward to it.
Preparation.
Absolutely.
Of course. And I think that's about it for questions we have for you. You did a fantastic job this game, and as well as the game on Wednesday, and hopefully we get to see another fantastic game tomorrow. Congratulations on the win today.
Thank you guys again. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Have a good one.
And that was
Maybe
Big Zoe.
Zoe back in the caster booth tomorrow for a post-match interview, except maybe a little more celebratory as well, because tomorrow's match is the grand finals, fmell. It's Server Core versus the Teddingtons. We've seen these teams multiple times throughout this week. Who do you have as a favorite right now in that match?
I love Server Core, Calden, and all of his friends, but I think that Teddingtons will be the one to take it away. Their clutch gene and their teamwork is just insane. As long as they can check their corners for Hazelstorm on the Phoenix with the judge.
Of course.
Tomorrow's going to be a banger matchup, and I hope nobody misses it, and that everyone's there to watch whoever win the final match of this month's fmell's monthly melee. I think that should do it for this stream. Catch us tomorrow as we crown our victor, and they are enshrined in the Hall of Fame in fmell's monthly melee for all of eternity. And have a great night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Cheers.